been a busy week for John Dummersey, but he is back and he's going to tell us about what's been happening this week in his world. John, we start with Eugowra on Monday.
Yeah, busy week for everybody, Greg. Eugowra yesterday, fantastic. As we expected each year, the people out there just put it on. Lex and his crew and Jody, they really work hard. Very hot day, and the public certainly felt that, but the racing was fantastic.
Good to see the meeting on Sky Racing 1 too, so it should be good for turnover.
Yes, it would have been. As we always encounter, there was a bit of a hold-up with a gallop somewhere along the line, and that infringed on our time. But it's about the day. It's about all those people out in the Western Districts and even further abroad getting on board. Johnny Coldo drove a winner there, and he'll be back next year. Him and Marie said it was a fantastic weekend. So, yes, Eugowra heads off our Carnival Cups for this year, and in no better way than what they put on yesterday.
I was having a chat with a couple of trainers out west yesterday who were very keen to have a look at the new setup at Menangle, with some thinking about a move to the city once it's all set up and ready to go.
Well, certainly we have an inspection day next Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We'll put on a free barbecue, but basically it is just an early indicator of what's there at Menangle. It's a fantastic facility. When it's finished, it will be absolutely brilliant. So I invite everybody along. You only have to stay half an hour or so. Reed or Adam or myself or one of the board members will show you around and just indicate what's going on at Menangle in that training centre. But it's something that I think when it's finished, it'll be world standard. And
there'll be a chance for the prospective trainers to have a look at the agreements that'll be available.
Certainly, the agreement is finalised now, so they can take that agreement with them and see the other conditions. We've worked in cooperation with the principal club with the use of all three tracks on the properties: the race track, the sand track, and of course this exercise track that we've established, a 1,000-metre exercise track that is as good as anywhere else you'll find.
Now, what about the board positions? How is the board at the moment for Harness Racing New South Wales? Missing one member?
Yeah, still missing one member. That's unfortunate. We've been missing Chris Edwards. His term expired back in February, and he hasn't had a replacement yet for that position. We expect that decision today, Tuesday, that position will be filled, and then tomorrow in the press they'll be calling for the other four positions, because what happens next February, three of the sitting members in Alex Smith, Graham Kelly and Rod Smith, their term this time expires. Rex Horn, of course, his total term of 8 years expires at that stage. So they'll be looking for vacancies, and of course Alex, Graham and Rod will be, I'm sure, they're putting their names forward because they've done such a fantastic job in their full terms.
And then once the board's sorted out, they will then appoint a chairman?
Yes, that's the normal case. Each year, each February, they appoint a chairman. It's just to keep a succession plan going and rolling over. They work so cohesively together that they probably don't need a chairman, but that is the case. You need someone to be front and centre to answer the tough questions and also deliver the good news that we will have coming out of Harness Racing New South Wales in the next week or so.
What about Jim Webb? Where's Jim at, of course, after that nasty fall and all the injuries he sustained? What's the latest with Jim?
Well, Jim's still in the Prince of Wales Hospital. He's getting the best of care there. In very good spirits. Anybody that attended the night at Bankstown Paceway that we had the fundraiser, seen the spirits Jim was in. How he does it, I'm not really sure, because yes, he will be confined to that wheelchair for the rest of his life, but he's in reasonably good spirits. Hopefully he'll be out for Christmas, but also the opposition leader Luke Foley has indicated he would like to hold a fundraiser for Jimmy. Jimmy, of course, is from his electorate at Auburn, so it all marries in well, but we certainly need to care for Jim and think about what we can do for him and his family going forward for some considerable time.
All right, John, thanks for giving us the CEO's blog today, and we'll catch up again next week.
Not a problem, Greg.